Hello and welcome back, everybody. In this video, I want to talk about the illusions. The illusions that we find all over this world that we live in. And I'm going to include our minds as part of these illusions. But first, I'm going to start by talking about Maya, which is the Hindu word for illusions. And in Hinduism, they talk about how this world is an illusion, that things are not the way that they seem. So what does this mean? Does it mean that it has no value? Does it mean that it's fake? Does it mean that it's worthless? I would say that it is fake in the sense that it is not the way that we perceive it. But at the same time, if it still has value, I would say that it certainly does. And we hear this all the time, that we need to escape the illusion, we need to wake up from our illusions, or the illusions of life, the illusions of the media, of government. And we need to wake up from this. So, what they mean by this is that the way that we perceive things is not the way that it actually is. And also it means that this world is not real in a sense. And we can start saying, well, if it's not real, then what's the purpose of this? And what is, why are we even here? And I think at the end, it's quite simple, that we are here to experience something that we could not if we weren't. So we hear all sorts of people saying, you know, my religion, my family, my car, my this and my that. And if we look at that, we can come to the conclusion that yes, stuff kind of like, we kind of own stuff, but at the same time, how long do we own it? Because eventually most of the stuff that we have breaks down, or that when we die, can we take it with us? So do we really own it? Do we still want to own something once that something is totally broken? And then most people will say, no, it's trash now. So there's owning stuff is an illusion. We never really own anything or anyone. And if we look at our bodies, the same thing applies, that we have a body, but we are not the body. So the body's not ours. We're just, in a sense, a custodian maybe, or this is a temporary vessel for us to experience certain things. And then if we look a little bit further and we say, well, what about like society? Is society real? And I would say no. Society is not real. Society is simply a concept. And it is basically a collection of people. Now, are people real? And I would say probably not, but is more real than the concepts of society, because we can point to individuals, but we can't point at society. So this leaves us in a situation where we're not sure what is an illusion and what is really real. And although at first when this happens that we start questioning what is real and what is not, it kind of like shakes us, and it really makes us uncomfortable because we are not sure what to believe anymore. And I believe this is a good stepping stone to start something new, as many philosophers and spiritual thinkers have said that I know nothing. And once that we start at this point that you know nothing, then you can start to look at what you probably are, or what is a real you, or what is this all about. And it's a way to start something fresh. So if we used to believe that Jesus was the way and the church was the authority, or maybe we say that government is the only legit form of information, or we need to believe them. But then all of a sudden we say, wait, we've heard of all these scandals, and we've heard of how all these people lie, and then it makes us question if they're really an authority figure on anything. So on that, I'm going to just also make you contemplate here, is money real? Is the current system that we have based on reality? So if we look at our system right now, especially when we look at the economic side, so money, we will say that money has value. And is this real? Well, money is just paper. And how can something just be paper that's worth more than other pieces of paper? It's kind of a counterintuitive, or it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. So how can a piece of paper be worth $20, and then if I cut up a piece of paper myself, and then you say this is worthless? And if we look at a little bit further, the economy, or the financial system, we have credit. And what is credit? Credit is a fictional number that we assign to people. So it's a form of accounting, and is just keeping track of numbers. So for me anyways, I see that the credit system as a very big illusion. And if we have a financial system that is based on credit for the most part, then the whole financial system is an illusion. And then many people will feel uneasy about this, because then they figure out that they've been working for nothing all their lives. But again, this is a chance to start anew and say what really has value. And I would say that if we start focusing on what's real, what is true, what is really worthwhile, or what has worth, I would say that what is inside of us is real. What has worth is who we are, really. The work that we have inside is not built on credit. It is not built off of an illusion. It is simply an imagination basically running the show. And although imagination has many good parts, imagination in a sense is a make-believe world. But again, if we make it into a reality, then okay. So I'm saying all of this to make everybody question the reality that we have all around us. Is the government really a source of authority? Is our financial system based on truth? Is our history, and this is a whole other topic where many people now disagree on the whole historical story that we've been told. And history is his story. So it's just a story that somebody told us, or somebody wrote a story, and it's just their point of view on, or maybe not really their point of view, maybe it's just something that they wanted us to believe. The same way that they wanted us to believe the piece of paper that they print out has value. So I think in the coming years we will start to question more, and we will start to really we'll be forced to examine what is really real and what is just a form and just an illusion. And in the same way, we can say that I have a body, but this is not me, the real me, that is. That this world is not the real world, but it is just an illusion. But it is a divine illusion, in my opinion, as there is a very good reason why we're all experiencing this. So with that, I'm just going to leave you to contemplate on what I've just said, because I'm questioning a lot of things that we have been told that is legit, real, true. And if you have any comments on this, or if you have any views, and even if you don't agree with me, well, then, let me know, and we can start having a discussion here. At the end, we need to find out what is real and what is true, and to understand that there are things that are illusions, but even illusions have purpose. So it's not to try to throw it out in the trash, but is to put it in the right place. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say about this for now. And I'm wishing you all the best. I'm hoping that you're taking care of yourself. I want to remind you that you're loved. You have value. And yeah, I'm hoping to see you next time. And take care.